Have you ever stopped to think about time? Yes, that concept that seems so simple yet carries fascinating complexity. Time is something we all feel, experience, and even struggle against. But it's much more than the hands on a clock or the pages of a calendar. It's intimately connected to our perception, our cultures, our beliefs, and even the workings of the universe. Did you know that time can be perceived in entirely different ways depending on the culture and historical context? Or that the natural rhythms of our bodies profoundly influence how we live and feel time? Imagine being able to better understand this dimension that constantly surrounds us. Learn more about the perception of time, how it's measured with extreme precision by atomic clocks, or how our minds can distort the passage of seconds and minutes in extreme situations. In this video, we'll explore 15 fascinating facts about the perception and perspectives of time. We'll dive into the history of calendars, discover how different religions interpret time, and even understand the cosmic calendar that puts human existence into a surprising perspective. 1. The mystery of time perception. The perception of time is one of the most intriguing and varied human experiences. In some Eastern cultures, time is seen as a continuous cycle where events repeat and renew, while in the West, we tend to see it as linear and progressive, a straight line always moving forward. In Japan, for example, there is the concept of mono no aware, which is the awareness of the impermanence of things and the beauty that exists in this transience. It's interesting to note how different eras also influence this perception. In the Middle Ages, time was perceived as sacred and linked to religious rhythms, while in the modern era, with the Industrial Revolution, it became a commodity, something to be measured, saved, and used efficiently. It's fascinating to consider how these cultural and temporal variations shape not only our understanding of time, but also our daily lives. 2. The relativity of time. Albert Einstein revolutionized our understanding of time with his theory of relativity, showing that it is not absolute but relative and depends on speed and gravity. This theory reveals that the faster we move or the closer we are to a strong gravitational field, the more slowly time passes. A practical example is the astronauts on the International Space Station, who experience time a bit more slowly compared to us on Earth due to the high speed at which they travel. Einstein's theory not only opened doors to modern science, but also made us question our own perception of time. It makes us reflect on the elasticity of time and how our everyday experience might be just a small part of a much broader and more complex concept. 3. The cosmic calendar. Imagine compressing the history of the universe into a single year. This is the premise of the cosmic calendar, popularized by astronomer Carl Sagan. In it, the Big Bang occurs at midnight on January 1st, and all of human history happens in just the last seconds of December 31st. This calendar offers an incredible perspective on the scale of cosmic time and our own temporal insignificance compared to the vastness of the universe. It reminds us that humanity, with all its achievements and challenges, occupies a tiny space on the universal timeline, a reflection that can be both humbling and inspiring. 4. Circadian rhythms. Circadian rhythms are natural cycles of about 24 hours that regulate many biological functions in living beings. They are mainly influenced by sunlight, which signals the body when to wake up and when to rest. This synchronization with the environment is crucial for our health and well-being. Changes in these rhythms, such as those caused by international travel, jet lag, or night shifts, can significantly impact health, including sleep disorders, metabolic problems, and even mood swings. Understanding and respecting our circadian rhythms can improve quality of life, promoting a more harmonious balance between our daily activities and our natural biological cycles. 5. Atomic clocks and time precision. Atomic clocks are the most precise devices we have for measuring time. They work based on the vibration of atoms, usually cesium or rubidium, which oscillate at an extremely stable frequency. To give you an idea, an atomic clock can be so precise that it would only lose or gain a second in millions of years. This precision is crucial for many modern technologies, such as satellite navigation systems, GPS, telecommunications networks, and even the synchronization of data on the internet. The existence of these clocks reminds us of how fundamental time precision is for the functioning of our digital and interconnected world. 6. Time and psychology. The perception of time is not just a physical phenomenon, but also deeply psychological. For example, have you noticed how moments of joy seem to fly by while periods of waiting drag on? This happens because our perception of time is influenced by our emotions and activities. Studies show that as we age, we feel that time passes faster, perhaps because we become less impressionable and our lives more routine. This subjective variability of time can teach us a lot about our own minds and how we manage our daily experiences. Reflecting on this can help us find ways to better appreciate the present moments and reduce stress in our lives. 7. History of calendars. The evolution of calendars throughout history is a testament to human ingenuity in trying to understand and organize time. From the ancient lunar calendar of the Babylonians, through Julius Caesar's Julian calendar, to the Gregorian calendar we use today, each system reflected the need to align time with natural cycles and social events. The Gregorian calendar, introduced by Pope Gregory XIII in 1582, corrected the inaccuracies of the Julian calendar and established the leap year system to keep synchronization with the solar year. These historical developments show how our understanding of time and the need for organization are constant and universal. 8. Time zone oddities. Time zones, a relatively recent invention from the 19th century, reflect the need for a global system for measuring time, especially with the advent of railways and telegraphy. Interestingly, there are places with unusual time zones, such as the island of Kiribati, which advanced its time zone in 1995 to be the first to welcome the new millennium, or China, which despite its vast geographical extent, uses only one official time zone. Additionally, some countries, like India and Iran, use time zones offset by half an hour instead of a whole hour. These time zone peculiarities are fascinating examples of how different regions of the world adapt timekeeping to their cultural and political needs and conveniences. 9. Time in different religions. The concept of time varies widely among different religions, each bringing a unique perspective on its nature and meaning. In Christianity, time is often seen as linear, starting with the creation of the world and advancing to an apocalyptic future. In contrast, many Eastern traditions, such as Hinduism and Buddhism, view time as cyclical, with the belief in reincarnation and endless cycles of birth and rebirth. For the Mayans, time was sacred and followed complex calendars, including the famous long count calendar. These different understandings of time reflect the diverse ways religions try to explain human existence and its place in the cosmos, offering us a rich tapestry of interpretations that expand our own understanding of time. 10. Temporal distortion effect. Extreme situations can distort our perception of time in surprising ways. For example, in moments of great stress or danger, time can seem to slow down, an evolutionary response that allows us to react more quickly to threats. This phenomenon is often reported by people who have experienced accidents or traumatic events. Conversely, in states of flow, when we are completely immersed in a pleasurable or challenging activity, time can seem to fly by. These temporal distortion effects reveal the flexibility of our perception and how the human brain can manipulate the experience of time to help us survive and thrive in different circumstances. 11. Temporal illusion in dreams. The experience of time in dreams is one of the most intriguing illusions of the human mind. During a dream, events that would seem to last hours in real life can be experienced in minutes or even seconds. Studies show that subjective time in dreams can be extremely condensed or extended, depending on the dream's narrative and the depth of sleep. This phenomenon is even more evident in lucid dreams, where the person is aware they are dreaming and can manipulate the dream's content. The temporal illusion in dreams not only fascinates scientists, but also offers us a glimpse into the mysteries of the subconscious and the unlimited potential of the human mind. 12. Time and technology. Modern technology has radically transformed our perception and management of time. From the invention of the mechanical clock to today's sophisticated digital chronometers, our timekeeping devices have evolved to offer unprecedented precision and convenience. Social media and the internet, for example, have created a sense of accelerated time, where information is consumed quickly and attention spans are fragmented. Additionally, wearable technology like smartwatches, monitors our circadian rhythms, and helps us optimize our time more efficiently. This intersection of time and technology highlights how our lives are increasingly intertwined with tools that shape our temporal experience, offering both challenges and opportunities for more conscious and productive time management. 13. Chronobiology and health. Chronobiology is the study of biological rhythms and how they affect our health. Our bodies follow natural cycles, like the sleep-wake cycle, which are regulated by internal biological clocks. These rhythms influence not only when we feel sleepy or hungry, but also how our bodies respond to medical treatments, hormone levels, and even vaccine efficacy. Studies show that disregarding these rhythms, as in the case of night shift workers, can lead to health problems like obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. Understanding and respecting biological rhythms can significantly improve our health and well-being, leading to a more balanced and harmonious lifestyle. Mythology of time. Throughout history, various cultures have created myths to explain the nature of time. In Greek mythology, Kronos was the god of time, associated with destruction and aging. The Norse had Yggdrasil, the world tree, which connected different eras and dimensions. In ancient Egypt, the cycles of the Nile and the seasons of the year were personified in gods and rituals. These myths not only offered explanations for natural phenomena, but also helped societies cope with the uncertainty of the future and the inevitability of death. Exploring these mythological stories allows us to see how humanity has always sought to understand and control the flow of time, creating narratives that reflected their hopes, fears, and aspirations. 15. Time in art and literature. Art and literature have the unique power to capture and manipulate time. From Renaissance paintings that explore the passage of time through shadows and light, to modern novels that play with non-linear timelines, artists and writers have used their skills to challenge our perception of time. Works like In Search of Lost Time by Marcel Proust or The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde show us different ways of understanding and representing time. Through these creations, we are invited to reflect on our own temporal experience and how it shapes our identity and memory. Art and literature, therefore, not only record time, but also help us explore it in profound and exciting ways. Now that you have this knowledge, think about how you can apply it in your daily life. Perhaps by respecting your biological rhythms more, understanding better how your mind perceives time, or even using this wisdom to plan your time better. And remember, time is a valuable resource that, when well managed, can transform our lives in significant ways. What other curiosities about time would you like to know? Is there any personal experience that made you perceive time differently? Share your ideas and stories in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to continue learning and discovering more fascinating curiosities like these. See you next time.